on holiday. Good morning, bore da, Father Neil.
Borda Bob. Good morning, everybody. It's lovely to be back indeed. I have been away on my hollybobs. I've been down to Dorset. I went to Bewley to the Motor Museum and saw the original Trotter's car from Only Fools and
No
Horses.
way.
And went on the steam train in Swanage and fell in love in Monkey World with a 30-year-old orangutan called Asheen.
Oh,
Who's the nursery mother and looks after all the little ones.
Oh, that's so lovely.
So, yeah, I had a really, really lovely break. And I'm sure that you two had a lovely break without me being around for a fortnight.
well, funny you should say that. I am joking. Sorry. No,
you had to put up with Reverend Sophie. So,
This is true.
Swings and roundabouts.
Yeah, and there was all sorts of construction going on last time she was with us as well. It was quite something.
Well, of course, this weekend marks the beginning of the summer holidays for all the kids, all the students, all the teachers, anybody associated with education. And as somebody who's just come back off their holidays, it got me thinking about the fact that we seem to be living even busier and busier lives. And it's not just about work, it's about that work-life balance, because I don't know about you, but I found that my commitments outside of work as well mean that although it's delightful to be members of societies and clubs and have those sorts of obligations, every so often you just want to take a break away from everything and just kick back and relax. This past week, the holiday that I had in Dorset was very active. We were out every day visiting all sorts of different attractions, but it was very much a change of pace. Jesus used to take time out to visit his friends, people like Mary and Martha, and just relax and have a good meal. And there's always time in our lives for that. But every so often, he used to take himself off into the wilderness and have a break from everything, people included. And that's what is going to be, I'm sure, on people's minds over the next 6 weeks. It's going to be brilliant to take a break with the family, but equally, I think by the end of August, by August Bank Holiday weekend, people are wanting to take a break from the holiday itself and are hoping that the kids are going to be back in school ever so soon. In the third chapter of the book Ecclesiastes, we are reminded that for every time and every season, something in particular happens. And of course, there is a time and a season to be busy, but there's also a time and a season to just relax, kick back, and like Gina, sip those margaritas.
Oh, a pina colada I like. But I was just going to say to you, Father Neil, that seems to be all us parents that are talking. It's though I can't wait for the end of the term. So we haven't got that. It's lovely to have routine, but that school routine and clubs and so forth, it's just going to be nice not to have them, not to have to think about being somewhere at a certain time.
I think your life is, when you've got kids in school, because both of mine are grown up now, although one of them works in a school, but your life is dictated by the book bag and by the letters that come home in the book bag and by the school diary with sort of like, what have I, and if your kids, Gina, are anything like mine, where it was sort of like the night before, oh, by the way, for tomorrow, I've got to have a fully working volcano.
Oh, yes. I used to wonder where that magic wand had come from. I used to say, they'd get up and say, well, we need a packed lunch for a trip today. Oh, well, nobody told me. Hold on, where's my magic wand? And that was one of my favourite lines, actually.
Where's my magic wand?
Just skip one up.
I'm definitely looking forward to some time away. And it seems to be a theme actually with Father Neil, that taking that time and that patience. And this is a good season to really make a conscious effort. Not by accident, like with slow food and being in traffic. This is a conscious effort to take yourself away.
And of course, we're very fortunate here in Pembrokeshire that so many people come to visit us to take that time away. And so many of our local businesses are reliant on the visitors, the tourists that come here, that flock down to our wonderful beaches, flock down to the Preseles, and just you can see them. They get out the car, and the family are there, and they look around for a second, and they take a deep breath in, and you can almost see the shoulders visibly relax as they come to this gorgeous part of the world that we're very privileged to live in.
Yeah. And even in those busy times here in Pembrokeshire, you can always find those quieter places, can't you? Maybe a walk in the woods. There's always that space to get away. I think we're very fortunate living in Pembrokeshire and having that.
Yes, we are. And the coastal path, particularly when it's raining, is always a good place to be on your own as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Fabulous.
I mentioned earlier that we had that just reflection from Ecclesiastes chapter 3, which starts to every time there is a season. And the Birds did a wonderful version of that in the late 1960s called Turn, Turn, Turn.
and then in brackets, to everything there is a season. So you know what, Father Neil? Should we play that now?
I think that'll be a fantastic idea.
Father Neil, thank you as ever for your Grati-Tuesday thoughts and sharing that with us. And to anyone that's listening, take that time, that conscious time. And in the meantime, we're going to have the Birds with Turn, Turn, Turn.
Turn, Turn, Turn.
Enjoy. It's coming up to 20 minutes past 9 o'clock here on Pure West Radio.